Hello and welcome to Art Abandonment Adventures. Today is an art creation day. We will be working on the collection The 12 Days of Christmas, series number 4, Christmas Magic. This is video 1 of a 2-part Creation Day series. In this video, we will be upcycling Skylander's magic pieces that I was able to find from someone who no longer wanted them. Step 1. Prep the pieces. In this step, I'll be cleaning the pieces using a disinfectant cloth. Since the pieces have been setting around a while, using the disinfectant cloth, you'll guarantee a barrier against any germs. You'll be able to remove any handprints and even dust that might have accumulated while the piece was being stored. After the piece is completely dry, you will be moving on to the next step. Step number 2, prime the pieces. If you notice, I am using a Q-tip when I am painting the pieces. Painting is a form of rehabilitation that I use with my hands. I can't control the amount of pressure that I use with a paintbrush. So I've learned that Q-tips give me that control. So anyone that's working with someone that has hand injuries, or if you yourself has hand issues, try using a Q-tip. After you prime all the pieces, let the paint completely dry and then move on to the next step. Step number 3, paint the base color. You will be painting each one of the Skylander's magic pieces a metallic paint. You may have to use several different coats of the metallic paint to fully cover the piece. You will also notice that I use the dotting tool to make sure that I didn't paint on the other paint colors. So I kind of use that as a way to outline the shield from the base, for example. After you have painted the pieces and you've added enough layers to completely cover the piece, you will need to let it dry before moving on to the next step. Step number 4 is customize the pieces. To these pieces, I will be using the line customization technique. To accomplish this, you just take a straight edge. I use a dotting tool. They come in metal and plastic, all different sizes, so they're really great to come up with different lines or even dots and other techniques that you can use. I will take and just dip into the paint and do lines freestyle and add as many or as few as I want. You will need to let the pieces completely dry before moving on to the next step. 5. Paint the bottoms of the pieces. In this step, I'll be painting the bottoms of the Skylanders a black acrylic matte paint. Usually at this point, I'm going to add my signature. These pieces are not completed. So the reason I'm actually painting them is so that I can have the clear, and the clear can have something to really attach to so that it will not peel off the piece. After you finish painting the pieces, let them dry completely before moving on to the next step. Step number 6, clear the pieces. To clear these pieces, I am using a water-soluble varnish that I have added glitter and sequins from a nail art kit. I'm using a Q-tip, completely clearing the pieces on the top. Once that dries, I will clear the bottoms, and then the pieces will be ready for the next step. You could abandon the pieces once they dry just the way they are, but I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. But to see how I finish the piece for the abandonment, come back and watch video number 2 of the Creation Day series, Christmas Magic. If you have liked what you've seen, push the like button, leave a comment, and follow. The following are images of the pieces that have already been abandoned in the collection 12 Days of Christmas. I love hearing from individuals who have found pieces of my art. To share where you found a piece or any special story about a piece, you can send the information to the email address on the business card. You can send a comment to the Facebook Art Abandonment group, or you can leave a comment down below. And as always, happy abandoning.